Hey folks, Dave here, and welcome back to Freshwater Falls version 2.0 and City Skylines. Looks like our new downtown areas are doing quite well. Let me speed up time here. I haven't done too much work since the last episode because I want to build with you guys. What I'm going to do next, while all this area continues to grow and fill out, is work on some new neighborhoods over here on this side of the city. I think I'm, getting pretty close to running out of territories to purchase, but I want to add a new section onto the city on this side. I'm thinking maybe some suburbs and some kind of like minor downtown areas. Nothing quite as skyscrapery, if you will, as this area. That will give us another connection to bring highway traffic right down through here. I do want to think about it though, because I don't want a lot of traffic going through this industrial and garbage sections. To deal with that, I'm probably going to want to take this road right across through here. Kind of skip past all the garbage. I am going to start on this side though. I'm going to make a break for the off-ramp. I'm wondering if I should do one that goes on two sides. I'll stick to one for now. What do we have? Well, we do have a clover leaf that I haven't used before. You know what? I'll give it a shot. I don't think it matters which way I put it. That does take up some space though. Man. It's not super pretty, but it works. I think the only spot that I'm going to fix is right here. It's just a very sharp angle. There we go. That traffic just pops right back up there. Okay. I don't think these roads are going to go very far before I swap them over to an avenue. Just go ahead and start that right here. Alright, that looks pretty good. Not a super safe intersection for real life, but the traffic in City Skylines does seem to like it. I'll just bring this route right through here. Then a bridge. Then a turn. Right past all of the garbage. I think I'm actually going to modify the roads right here so that this is the main route that comes in. What is this, a crematorium? Move you here along with the firehouse. There we go. That should be pretty functional. What is with this roadway right here? I must have missed a spot. There we go. Let's create some branches off of this highway. I'm thinking industrial for back here in the corner. Connects right through there. Up the hill and around. Let's just do industrial right down through like this. I'll just do a bit on the far side of the road though, because that mountain is pretty steep. Get our water going here. And on out this way. Neat. Traffic is already starting to flow. It is kind of a shame though that traffic has to go way out of its way to get to that new highway section, and that things don't connect more naturally with this highway. Really not much I can do about that though. So I don't see any way to connect through here efficiently. I guess I could actually create a ramp just right through here. That'll at least get some traffic that's able to jump right onto the on-ramp here. We already had a stoplight there, so that's no big deal. So I'll see if that actually manages to feed some traffic. Citizens want commercial and residences. I hear you. Okay. Commercial down through here, but not underneath the windmills. And some more commercial here. And here. I foresee some neighborhoods that just wrap around the mountain like this. Maybe a secondary street too, although can't be too large because this is a huge, huge hill. I'll just wrap it around like this. Maybe one more tier. There we are. And houses. Lots and lots of houses. Maybe some more apartments down through here. Let's see how that fits. Definitely need some water though, right up the mountain. Okay. Oh, and electricity because they are building here in the back for some reason. Oh, come on guys. I'm just gonna put some commercial right here at the entrance. And you know what? Maybe a train station too. Let's do a second tier of roads just down here. This is going to be a crazy hill. Yep, there we go. Can we even put a train station on this thing? Yeah, height too high. We've got some spare cash, so I'm actually going to raise the terrain up here. Just to make a spot for our train station. Height too high, height too high. Let's get this a bit flatter before I put the road down. There we go. And there's one train station. Still in need of water though. Let's go right down through here. And then connect the tracks. Put a curve right there. A decent hill, but not too bad. I'm just gonna wrap it way around like this. That should work okay. Lots of demand for commercial. Let's just fill out a solid chunk of it down through here. That looks pretty good. And I think everybody has power finally. Yep, there it is. Perhaps some more commercial right down through here. I'll do that instead of the apartments. I will put some apartments over here though, in this section right there. High density residential. Cool. I'm trying to think where that train station could connect to. Although that connection right there is really bothering me. That's just a very steep section of terrain. Still a wild looking hill. Maybe if I go from this direction. Still crazy looking. That bump is really just annoying me. If I go from the bridge though, let's try that. That's better. I'll just connect that right up this way. That's at least a smoothed out slope. Still not totally realistic. But that works. This city has a really intense train system now. But hey, we are still earning money. That works for me. I think I'm gonna bring this road down with a one-way, just like this. Make that connection. More commercial, I guess. And a few apartments just to finish things off on that side of the track. I guess it's time for some more bus service. I'll have one here at the train station. One for our neighborhood here. Then industrial, industrial, Industrial again. Residential. Residential. Are there any more clusters of houses? Not until you get to downtown, so I'll do one here. Stop here. And then commercial here. And loop it. Cool. That just leaves our train route. From this station, just, I think, a direct line to, say... Let's do a far station. How about... Yeah, how about the airport? And then... this one. From there, they can pick up trains going to just about any other railroad station. Solid line of trucks coming through my depot here too. Awesome. Yeah, these guys are complaining about noise. I can imagine. A non-stop barrage of trains, trucks, traffic, and commercial business. These guys are still in need of workers, and this zoning's a bit crazy. I'm gonna remove a back tile here just so this terrain's not so steep. That should help things look a bit better. Okay, guys. Well, that area is now building up. I think I'm going to extend the highway over here shortly. Maybe even bring it way around for a connection, but for now, I'm just going to wander around and check in on the rest of our city. Look for any kind of city traffic issues and stuff like that. I'm seeing a lot of traffic moving, but no real congestion that stands out. Train depots, 144 per week, 303 per week. The double stations here seems to have really helped with the congestion on the rail lines. That and my thousands of rail switches. And we're finally starting to get a few more tourists. Still not a ton, but better than things were. And then there is this intersection. I rebuilt this thing probably 3 times. Not for better functionality, but just to get all these railroad tracks through it. It's a very tight fit, as you guys can see right there. This interchange is just a giant pile of spaghetti. I'm kind of proud of it though, honestly, because it's working. And this entire area, the plans for it changed so many times, and yet traffic is still flowing. One area that I'm still not quite sold on though is, what is this called? Wood Square? Yeah, just this whole secondary highway, wavy farmland and wavy apartments just doesn't quite look natural to me. I think that might be my area of interest for perhaps next time. I really want to rework this. I just can't figure out what I want to do yet. I am liking our bit of industrial and garbage treatment areas over here. Our nice neighborhoods. And then, of course, our original downtown area. How is that looking for traffic? That ramp is busy, but not backed up. This station is doing almost 900 passengers per week. It does have that underground track so that some trains can just pass by. Aha, still some train congestion though. I think it's actually that a lot of trains are having to stop here. And they just can't pass through. The wait's not too long though. I'll leave that for now. We have our original downtown section. It looks like the occasional flooding has finally stopped. I've hit the nice even balance of sewage output pipes upriver to keep the river flowing, as you guys can see here. And then the occasional intake to take water in, although this one is turned off because there was just a bit of sewage coming out of the dam here that was getting pumped right back into the drinking water, and people were getting pretty sick. Only 16 megawatts for the hydro plant here, but it's a connection road and it's helping to just separate the water. This entire river basin is very, very shallow and slow moving, so it's honestly quite a pain to work with. Traffic is still flowing nicely through our split cargo train terminal center here. Definitely a lot less backed up than it used to be before we added the rail yard back here. That is helping to split things up. And then of course the old industrial section with all of the railroad tracks crossing it. The old downtown. Now this area, downtown, has grown up a lot. You have some nice big skyscrapers now. AT&T Mobile. That is at maximum growth right there. Awesome. Traffic in downtown is a lot better than it used to be. This output from all the one-way streets is still a little bit congested, but our network of one-way streets is actually keeping traffic flowing. These are basically the worst intersections in the entire city, which is really not that bad. And then the new downtown section. All of these office complexes are university district. Traffic seems to be flowing just fine through here. 8:47 for that train station for last week. Looks like it's doing some brisk business as well. Old university, only about 1,600 students, but got a few more dorms that are also taking up students. Education is pretty solid overall, but we could use a few more elementary schools, it looks like. I'm going to add one over here to our new section. How about high schools? Same deal. Put a modern high school down there. What else could you guys use? Probably a fire station. There we are. And police. Well, you guys are doing okay on police. And look at that neighborhood grow. Finally, people are moving in, and hopefully soon we'll have enough workers for all of these jobs. I missed the counter on the train station there. You know what might actually help that train station is if I do a nice walkway to connect it with the rest of the city. Nice steep walkway. That actually worked out pretty well. Cool. Add one there. And it looks like everyone's walking up the sidewalk here. Not sure where they're all going. Let's watch. Looks like most are just heading right out into the city. Lots of intersections there. Not much I can do with that with a pedestrian bridge. Okay, 116 for last week. Not a ton, but not bad. I think, guys, looking at the overview here, we're getting pretty close to where I'm going to be happy with this overall design. We've got a lot of downtown, got a lot of supporting suburbs and farmland. We have the old downtown, the old industry, the rail yard, the dam, and of course our main hydro dam downriver. Still 48 megawatts there. And our nice big national park up this way. just the right amount of traffic crossing through it. Gotta love all those waterfalls. Yeah, I'm actually really happy with how this is turning out. For our next bit of work, you guys can see that I have changed up this highway system over here just a bit and made room for some more residential spaces. This is just going to be straight up suburbs, just nice small groups of houses. Nothing fancy, nothing crowded. Maybe a few bits of commercial just running through here, let's say. For the rest, though, just houses. And some more through here. I'll have to get them some water here shortly. And that road connects underneath the main bridge right here to these suburbs back here that I added not too long ago. I can't remember if that was actually during an episode though. Let's get the water flowing. And the electricity too, I guess. Okay. There we are. Looks like our first businesses are moving in. Sherlock's Coffee. Is that, yeah, two of them side by side. Seems about right. I guess I could put a bit of commercial down here too. Maybe right here at the intersection. Oh. And they're going to want at least a small fire station. I'll put one over here too. How about some parks? I'll put a nice size one over here. Oh wow, I've actually gone a bit light on the parks here in the past. Let's go for a large playground. That looks pretty good right there. And over here, I'm thinking large playground somewhere. There we go. And some other kind of park. Maybe, yeah, right here. They're still not super happy. Plaza with trees. I'll put one there next to the railroad station. Actually, no, that's a crazy hill. You know what belongs there, guys, for our train station? A parking lot. Also on a crazy hill. Hilariously, that counts as a park, so people actually do enjoy that. I guess you guys could use a small park as well. Let's do a small playground. Awesome. Okay, well that is pretty built up now, looking good. Still only about 130 per week on the passengers for that train station, but still acceptable, and I'm sure it's going to keep growing. Come on, guys, you're so close to the power source. Just keep on building. While that builds up, let's extend the highway. I'm thinking down through here, it's really just the highway itself. There's no communities, there's no construction, there's no craziness. Just nice mountainsides, some nice countryside, and the highway itself. That could empty out pretty directly over here. Let's bring this highway up the hill. And we're going to have a downtown section. It goes like this, right here on top of the mountain. That looks pretty good. Do a tree-lined street like this. And then a one-way, like, say, this. One like that. Okay. I think if I bring the highway in like this, or I guess that would be out like this because that's the right-hand lane. Do a nice big bridge to connect. Not bad. And this one would go like this. Right over the tracks and then loop up. And then way up and around. That curve. That is a death trap. That's actually a pretty wild curve system. We'll see how it works. I think outside of the main highways here, let's just create some suburbs. Nice and just laid out. Even lines, even spacing. Nice and vanilla all the way through. Where did that bridge come from? Okay. Now for this section, I'm actually going to put industry down through here. We'll have an industrial section that borders on the river. Nice big chunk of commercial. And perhaps some skyscrapers too, our office zones. And then apartments and apartments all the way down. Well, let's not put them all the way down because that looks a bit unnatural. I'll try and space them out just a bit. Yes, yes, I know that you guys do need some water. Okay. That looks pretty good right there. I'm going to go ahead and run my electricity up the hill here. Will that catch? Yep, there it goes. You guys should probably have a police station. And some kind of school. Let's say an old town art school. Possibly still an elementary school as well. I'll do a large fire station. What kind of bridge is that right there? I think I can do better. Let's just connect like this. That is still a bit wavy. There we go. For health services, you guys could probably use a clinic on this side of the highway. I'll put one down there on the hillside. Trash is looking okay. Maybe a recycling center somewhere. Not seeing any easy connections to it though. I think it would make sense to have a good on-ramp. Maybe right through here. And that's just to get traffic down here to the highway system, like so. Okay, well that's going to be the last downtown section for this part of the map. I'm going to leave the rest of these hills just nice and natural. I was thinking about adding a train system to this side, but there's just too many roads and too many hills. It's just not practical. I can, however, add a bus system. Let's start with a bus stop here. Oh, I just added another stop. There we go. Okay, new bus line. Well, that one-way highway is not very practical. Did you guys catch the issue right there? So this highway, because it is one direction like that, my buses are going to have to actually... Yeah, I won't be able to come this way. I'll have to go through this side of the city first. Not what I intended, but I actually like the one-way road being there. So I'm going to leave it and just work with it. Bus stop here, 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 and there. I'll delete that stop there. Stop here, and there, and back we go. Okay. Now it is building. Wow, this neighborhood got big really fast. I'm curious to see how many people the station is transporting per week now, because that is a very full train station. Let's see. Backward steam train. All aboard? Or not. Some people just left. That is a lot of people though. Wow. That bridge was a great idea. 698 all of a sudden. Yeah, this neighborhood filled up quickly. That Cloverleaf is actually getting some pretty good traffic now too. Well guys, I think I'm about done for today. I can't think of anything else that I was planning on working on. There's really no areas of the city that I want to touch up either. It's functioning like I was hoping it would. I definitely went around in the last couple of episodes and did things like upgrading these roads to avenues to make sure that traffic's flowing smoothly. But all of that behind the scenes, behind the curtains work is actually paying off, and it's really just functioning now. I do believe that the iron ore is going to run out, yeah, pretty quickly over here, and this district will have to go back to being just standard industry. All of our garbage dumps are finished emptying. Let me just get those back in action. Oh yeah, how is our new neighborhood going on this side? Still building slowly, it looks like. That is basically what I had in mind, though, for when I built it. Just some nice houses and some curvy roads across the main highway. Cool. Well, one more check-in on the new city area. It looks like not enough goods to sell is the complaint. I'm hoping that industry catches up quickly. Now those are some houses on the hill. That's like a huge drop off right down to the tracks. Tell you what guys, seeing things are actually wrapping up here. Let me know in the comments if you guys have ideas for areas you want to see me expand to. I am running low on terrain, but there are a few more options. Other than that, I think it might be time to start looking at a couple of my other project cities from the last few months and sharing those with you guys. Until then, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.